Hi everybody, welcome back to DayZ, and I recently got asked about how things spawn in on the DayZ server in terms of general loot, but I want to do an additional video about how vehicles spawn in and how vehicles are controlled, because this can be really confusing. So let's take, for example, inside the events.xml, which controls this, let's have a look at the vehicle civilian sedan event. So we can see there should be 8 events with a minimum of 5 and a maximum of 11. And if we come down to here with the children of the vehicles, we can see you should have a maximum of 5 and a minimum of 3 of the Civ sedan and the black and the wine one. Now, it's important to remember that the game tracks the vehicles that are associated with an event all of the time. So it knows this civilian sedan, say, that spawned in as part of this event, it knows it's part of the event. So just because it gets moved doesn't mean it's then not counted as part of that event. So one of the things that sometimes people say is, okay, so once you've moved it off the spawn location, won't another one spawn in? And the answer to that is, it might do if another one of these has been destroyed somewhere on the map. Then one might spawn in at that location. But remember, especially with vehicles, there's many locations around the map, isn't there, for vehicles to spawn in. You know, they're all over the place, so that won't happen. So what this means is, in terms of people hoarding things, when we go back to the normal items, say, I don't know, like this motorbike helmet, there's 8 are meant to spawn in on the map as part of the types.xml with a minimum of 5, and it's only counted in the map. So if people take a dark motor helmet red and they put it in their base, they put it in a barrel, or they put it in a sea chest, they put it in a bag and they bury it, or they've got a few in their backpack, it won't be counted because it's only counted on the map. So if 8 people picked up a dark motor helmet red and were using it, the map doesn't count that as being loot anymore, and it would spawn in some more. So they would spawn in, but it's not the same for vehicles. The game always keeps track on the vehicles as part of that particular event. So if you want another one to spawn in, that vehicle must be destroyed, so taken to red, damaged, not damaged, ruined, and then you'll normally have a server restart, and after a period of time it will disappear and a new one will then appear back on the spawn point. So whereas with ordinary ground loot, things like weapons and clothes and stuff like that, people hoarding them doesn't matter that much because they will respawn in. Vehicles, if people hoard them inside their bases, they won't, new ones won't spawn in. The game will keep an eye on them and won't spawn any more in until the existing ones are destroyed. So hopefully that answers the question about that one, about how it works with vehicles. So on a server, it is highly possible for people to be able to hoard vehicles. One of the ways around this is just to tell everybody, well, I tell you what, every month we'll have a vehicle wipe, and then you wipe all of the vehicles. In fact, I have done a video about that. So if we do DayZ how to wipe vehicles, if I can spell videos, there we go, how to wipe and reset the vehicle spawn. So what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description below this video to this as well, and that goes some way to stopping people hoarding stuff. I think, it's just human nature, isn't it? When if you're playing DayZ on a server and you've got a base and you've got some barrels and some chests, people hoard stuff because that's part of the gameplay loop, isn't it? You go out, you find a helicopter crash, you find a vehicle convoy, you find a train, you kill some zombies, you kill some other players, you find a truck, and then you load it up, you take it back to your base and you keep it. It's yours, you found it, and you kind of use it that way. But hopefully that's a little bit useful, and if you've maybe that's answered some questions about how vehicles spawns and how they hang around on your DayZ community server for PC, PlayStation and Xbox. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.